Now from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Armadillos of San Antonio taking on the Chicago Bears.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Start the drive. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
You look at this Bears defense.
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Tua going to throw. He's got him in, complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Armadillos need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
The Bears at 7-3 now on the year, and they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. up the middle. Here's Taylor. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. This is caught inside the 15. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A huge play there for Chicago. 46 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Taylor.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here's Taylor again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Bears respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
You look at this Bears defense.
They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the first down.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 19. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Ooh, a juke.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Now Tua on the bootleg here. He'll buy some time right. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now this throw caught left side. They find some open field here.
And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only did it all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Off of play action, Tagovailoa.
This pass is caught by London.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this is incomplete.
You still hold your breath a little as a defense when Tua gets out of the pocket. You're worried about him scrambling and getting a first down. But there, he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
And now on 3rd to the 36 to pick up the first. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it. Incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through.
Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
On play action, Fields.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
Hey, going out right here.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
On 2nd and 10, Fields.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's going up top for Taylor.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Hall want to give up the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Got a man, it's London. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
A handoff for Hall, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
They'll look to run with Hall.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run with Hall.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Breece Hall, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Armadillos are able to add on to that lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone, powering his way forward. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Here's Fields.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here we go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Fields now to throw.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
3rd and long. It's Fields. That is incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Shifts by him. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
So this drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I look and repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And he backs it away, and it falls down.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. First and 10, Taylor now. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a second and 12 after the loss. In motion goes the tight end. They run once more with Taylor. And a pretty good burst right there as they'll take this down to the 33. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play. This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Looking to throw on second down, Fields. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. Back to throw, Fields. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. So now they have to contend with second and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And they're going to speed things up here. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And some strong running. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles will return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
On second down, here's Fields. Going deep here for Taylor. And got his man complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And the ball is free. Taylor lost it. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out of this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
That one deep for London. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. That 2 is going to change things up. Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a 1st down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Tua. And that's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Here's 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Caught that look from you you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end.
He had just one target in the first half. Incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off play action, Fields. This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he will have the Bears first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Jonathan Taylor,
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Bears have got it back to within a score.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And boy, he is very
a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Showed some solid running, strong running, and then he's corralled just beyond the 10. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards. Carry, I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here we go.
2nd and 6. Now Fields. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
They'll run with Hall.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Breece Hall
With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Armadillos add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
They're going to try and run. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
There you go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Here's Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. He's going up top for Taylor. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time.
And some room to maneuver. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Running left, it's Hall.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
116 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Second down and 4.
Here's Tua. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. From the gun, it's Tua.
And check down, complete to Hall.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. They'll try to run it here with Hall.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Breece Hall
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Armadillos have 11-0 in their sights as they add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Fields throw taken in by Samuel.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. And quickly they get to the line.
On first down, Fields
eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On second down, it's Taylor. Now he's into the clear again.
And finally marked down at the 23. I guess that's what happens when you give the current NFL rushing leader that much room.
And when you do, all you're doing is solidifying his standing at the top of the leaderboard. He's going to continue to get more and more yards. Good luck trying to chase him down.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Off the option, here's Taylor.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go.
A yard, all they need, but it's third down.
Go.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Here we go.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
No.
for it. It's Taylor. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, possession switches hands. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Out to his left. He gets it left side to Johnson. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down. Now Tua on the bootleg here. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Play action. Now it's Tua sliding out of the pocket. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Looking to pass. Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for San Antonio, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.